All right, everybody, welcome to the video. My name is Kyle Damon. I've been a digital marketer for the last 18 years, and I've got my partner here, R.O.I. She's been a graphic designer for almost as long, and over the last 5 years, she's been a Facebook ads manager. R.O.I., welcome.
Hey Kyle, thanks for having me, and thanks everybody for joining. So let's jump into this.
All right, everybody, we're gonna keep this super concise. Your time is valuable. Our mission today is to make this the most time concise, actionable information you can get online today about digital marketing, what to do, and most importantly, make informed decisions that are right for your business, not what some agency or some guru wants you to do, not some one-size-fits-all package. What's gonna make a difference for your business in the next 30, 60, 90 days? This story starts back several years ago. R.O.I. and I were doing marketing campaigns for different clients. She had just gotten into Facebook ads, and in one of her first campaigns, we had produced a 400% R.O.I. And we're like, wow, we've got something here. And when we were looking back, we didn't do anything what we thought was that special or that sophisticated or advanced. We knew our market, we created a simple message, and it resonated. And that's the theme for today's video, guys. In today's world of expensive digital marketing, you can go out there and spend a lot of money on videos and a funnel and not get very far with it. So simple, simple, simple is the word today. Whether you're a business owner, whether you're a manager, marketing manager in an office, whether you're a marketer yourself, we're gonna have agencies on here as well. But one of the hardest things to do when you're in your business every day is to think of your business and your brand and your messaging objectively. So that's what we're here to help you do today. If you find yourself in any one of those categories and the pressure's on to get more customers and leads coming in, this is for you. R.O.I., you ready to dive in?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, so first things first, we want to talk about a couple of our success stories because, well, who are we and why should you listen to us? We've only known you for a few minutes. First of all, we thank you for being here of course, and giving us your attention. We encourage you to get the most out of this today. Put your phone on airplane mode, that's what we just did. Grab your notepad and take notes here. We're going to share with you some of our best knowledge based on the results that we're able to consistently create. So really quick, we think digital marketing, okay, we get a few more leads and sales and customers every day. Okay, yeah, digital marketing can do that, right? But it can also do a lot more. In my experience, and what I get passionate about is taking a mom and pop business, taking a small business with a vision, and helping it become a category leader, a national leader, in some cases even a global leader in your category, because why not? If you're gonna be out online, if you're gonna be paying for exposure, gonna be out there doing it, you might as well take it as big as you can, within reason of course, provided you can continue to deliver with the out of business you get and generate. So for me, the Himalayan Salt Project, if you look behind me in my background here, there's a Himalayan salt lamp bowl, and we were shipping hundreds of thousands of these out because we had the courage to get out there and get online, connect with buyers. And before we knew it, because we had good messaging, good marketing, and a good brand, we had an incredible amount of business. We were shipping product all over the world. And a year or two prior to that, this was my business partner at the time had a small kiosk in a local mall. And we went from a one-man show to I helped him personally hire over 50 people. We built a team, we raised money, we did the whole thing. I was on Shark Tank, didn't make it to the show itself, but I was a semi-finalist. And this is the power of what digital marketing can do for your business and brand. R.O.I., I know I've been talking the whole time here so far. You want to key people into one of your success stories?
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, I've cut my teeth in the healthcare industry when it comes to marketing, and had a lot of experience with that, being a marketing director in the past with an orthopedic practice. But what most sticks out to me is, one of our current clients is, it's a clinical trials facility, and they're constantly pushing out new studies to try out, but not necessarily find the ways of reaching the people that should be a part of the study. So they were using newspaper, billboard, some of those old school ways to reach some of the older demographics within the studies for arthritis and things like that. So what we did is we went in with their studies and help them bring it into the digital side of things, creating a website with really powerful landing pages, starting to run social ads and things like that. They have completely stopped any outdoor marketing just because of the success of what Facebook and Instagram are bringing them in, and creating those funnels for them and the ease for it, even with automation. They're doing really, really well, and we are getting to the point of having too many studies to deal with for the success for their business. But
R.O.I., you raised a great point there. This is something we're going to talk about today in these couple slides. Don't think that your market isn't online. They thought, oh, well, our market's older. That demographic's not active on Facebook or any other social media platform. That's not true. There are people looking for what you have right now online. The question is, can they find you? And what are they doing when they do find you? So that's the be all end all here. That's what we're going to help you find out today. Before we talk about some successful campaigns and the anatomy of how to make a campaign successful in your niche, we're going to talk about why most campaigns fail. It's estimated that 95% of businesses lose money on their first digital marketing campaign. So whether you're thinking about running one or you have been, you probably have lost money at some point or you're getting ready to lose money. But it's about what you know here. It's going to mean the difference between whether or not you have a successful run here or you fumble and guess and waste time and energy and all of that. So 3 points here we're going to talk about really quick. Stop trying to be a jack of all trades. You are the expert in your business. It's important that you partner and surround yourself with people who are experts at what they do. Of course, by the end of this, you're going to hear about an offer that we have here to join us. We are looking for new clients. We work with a small amount of clients because what we find is a lot of agencies are taking on too many clients. They're distracted. They're chasing the wrong things. They're charging ridiculous amounts of money each month as an agency, and they're not giving clients the results that they deserve. And quite frankly, we think we can do better. Next thing, guys, follow proven advice, but always trust your instincts. This is where I always go back to Laurie, where I think of these content ideas. We're going to make a landing page with a video, and Laurie always likes to keep things super simple, and that's part of why what we do is powerful. Anything you want to bring to that, Laurie?
I do, and this really highlights the uncomplicate your funnel, because I'll first reference we've all been on those pages where you have to watch a 20-minute video before you can get to the thing that you want to achieve, the service, the product. We get to the end of it and then you go, oh my gosh, I didn't even want this to begin with. I just lost 20 minutes of my life. So, we know of those scenarios. And I also want to say, as I spoke to being a marketing director back in my career history, that when you are looking at so many different concepts coming at you, or marketing plans or ideas, everybody's telling you can do this really quick and you can get all these leads. But the truth behind it is, at the end of the day, I had to take that to somebody and present that to try to get a decision made. And, they would ask the same questions. Well, how are you getting the leads? What kind of leads are these? What cost is involved? And that's what Kyle and I really boiled down to try to understand, to get that 400% return on investment, because we took the time to get the right numbers, the return on investment, the, right funnels, the marketing plan, the marketing presentation, all of those things are super important. So really, when you're looking at these things, trust your instincts, because I guarantee your gut is going to tell you, hey, something's not right here. They're not putting in the effort or the time that needs to for a successful campaign.
Yeah, the bottom line is you got to make a decision for your business, right? If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. And if you're not growing as a business, you're going backwards. So whether you're the business owner, you've got to make a real financial decision to move your marketing forward, or you're a manager, it can be nerve-wracking to send something to your boss or to your higher up and say, hey, I found this team, or what have you. You got to make sure you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. So that's what we're here to help you do. There is a link to schedule a call with us below if you're thinking about, okay, what can these guys do for us? How long does it take? What does all that, how does all that work? You want to check out the PDF. We'll also have another video where we go into detail. We walk you through the PDF, but you can skim it and read it in 5 or 10 minutes and really get what you need to know. This is just us getting to know you, talking about where we see a lot of people failing these days, and what you can do about it to shorten your learning curve, right? Because here's what you want over here on the right. You got A, you got point B over here, and here's where you are as A, and you want to shorten the amount of time and guesswork to get there. So that's what we're here to help you do with our content here today, and we hope you find it valuable. So one last thing before we move on. You want to start and get into the habit, or continue to reinforce the habit, of setting time-driven deadlines for your team and your company as a whole. If you're an agency, it doesn't matter. We're all businesses, and we all have the same general dynamics today in the world, where people say, oh, well, my niche is this, or my industry is that. With digital marketing today, the niche in the industry doesn't matter nearly as much as, do you have a product or service that you care about and you're proud of and you want to help more people with? And then how do we get that message out there so you can attract more high quality leads? This is what Laurie was talking about a minute ago. It's not just about filling your bucket full of hundreds of leads a day kind of thing, right? It's about finding the quality people that are going to buy, ready to buy, willing to buy, but you don't have to chase and pay a bunch of salespeople to nurse along, that sort of thing. Quality is really what matters at the end of the day here. So, okay, next point. 3 things real quick. The biggest problem we see with the digital marketing agency, I touched on this a little bit earlier, distracted agencies and providers. You got a lot of people out there that are buying an online training course of how to run Facebook ads on a Monday, and they're out there running ads themselves and selling you campaigns on a Friday to run your ads, and they've never even run an agency or a marketing business or even a business to speak of. So you're dealing with people that have maybe a well-polished presence, a crafty little message or a template that they bought from some guru, and they're trying to run your ads and spend your hard-earned marketing dollars on, they've never really run any successful campaigns. So you got to be careful. There's a lot of agencies out there that are kind of fly by night, that are in a hurry, that aren't really listening to your business needs, and you just got to be careful. It's a minefield out there. As I was saying, inexperienced providers. They're learning on your marketing money. They're saying, yes, it's going to cost this much, and then they're trying to go out and figure out how to do it. So you got to be careful. Of course, no clear plan, right? What is the plan? Has anybody who is asking you for your marketing money, are they showing you A, B, C? This is what it takes. This is what we do. We meet on Tuesday. We cover this. Then we meet on next Tuesday. A clear plan where you know exactly what you're doing. If it feels like you're going to the casino and gambling money, it's not the right situation. You don't have to gamble. So, Lori, anything you want to add to that before we get on to the next subject?
Other than the fact that we do work with trusted partners and agencies that we have vetted over the years, we're not here to, look down our noses at them or any marketing experts out there who have been doing this for a long time. If you are one of those and you are looking for trusted consultants to work with, we're here to help you as well.
We do help agencies quite a bit. Yeah, I don't see the way I am today after doing this almost 20 years. Every business has very specific needs that are somewhat universal in the sense that agencies think that they have to try to do this all themselves. So I'm a marketing agency, I should be able to market myself. It's a strange paradox, but any agencies watching this, we have a track record of helping agencies as well. Our main campaign success goals, this is an important topic that a lot of agencies don't even talk about. They say they can run your ads, they'll build you a pretty website, make a fancy video for you, but is it really leading to return on investment at the end of the day? This is really important. Laura, you want to lead us through this a little bit since this is more your domain?
Absolutely. So it is so important to, when you're looking at running a campaign online, is to identify your benchmarks and even within your industry. So that's, of course, where we begin. So once we have, our consultation with you and we have our conversations to find out more about your business, it gets into, where are, cost per clicks, cost per leads, where are they coming in for your industry, whether it's a school or it's, B2B or B2C. Each of those cost per clicks or cost per leads, they're very different. And we want to identify that right out the gate so that when you are looking at your return on investment, or as we use our return on investment calculator, we're putting in the right numbers to say, hey, it might be a $50 lead, but is your return on investment, $5,000? Of course, I would pay $100 all day long for a $5,000 return on investment. And those are the numbers and the conversations we have with you to identify where you should be in order to get that money back. Because of course, as you look at industries, are you putting 10% into marketing to get your return on investment, 20%, 30%? Of course, we would love for you to do 50%, but we want to help you set those goals and get to those identified points and benchmarks to see where your business should go and where we identify it, after a 90-day campaign, 180-day campaign, or, as we have other clients, we run ads for years.
Yeah, our average retention time is several years for clients. That's because we care. That's because we work with a limited number of clients, as opposed to trying to go out there and we have 100 clients. Well, are you doing a good job for them, or are you just selling them a monthly bogus service? Which we see a lot out there. So this really, Laura, you segue into the next point very succinctly here. Accountability to results on both sides. Whoever's running your ads, whoever's advising on your marketing. Generally you're the expert at what you do. You provide a certain product or service, and it's better that you spend more of your time providing a better product or service. And we find that when you really deliver something powerful and significant in the marketplace, your marketing doesn't have to be that expensive or difficult, because you have something really worth selling and really worth sending to the marketplace. So a few things to that accountability. When you're selecting your agency, when you're selecting your traffic partner, maybe you're trying to hire somebody to bring them in and they can run ads in-house. We work with businesses who have in-house ads people, where we simply consult and coach with them on their copy, their strategy, their funnel setup. And from there, you guys can do much more of it in-house, save yourself a lot of money over time too. That configuration works as well. As you can see, we like to be really flexible and just be a solutions partner, not a rigid, structured contract that you have to, deal with for years and years. We don't do contracts. We don't do long-time obligations, and we find when we do that, paradoxically, people stay with us much, much, much longer. So here's the thing: time is money, right? I appreciate you guys staying with us here. We're gonna wrap up in the next 5 minutes. Our 3 Calls to Scale program is unlike anything else that I've seen in the marketplace, because here's the thing. What's it really take to get powerful campaign that's going to make a difference in your business that you can feel quickly, right? Relatively quickly. What's the difference? Well, we've got to learn about your business quickly. We've got to talk about an exciting campaign that's going to drive revenue that matters to you, right? What is that one specific product or service that if you could grow it by 5, 10, 20% over the next 90, 180 days, some of you, a growth factor of 2 to 5% will make a huge difference. And that's, this can make this, if you go too far, this happened early on in my career, it can drive you crazy too. So you don't want too much business. And somebody says, oh, you can never have too much success. Well, if you can't deliver your product or service, as you grow, you get too much to do. You got to hire staff and train staff. Like the staff ultimately becomes the bottleneck in a business. So you get the idea. But what we mean to say in this is this: we can get on a call, sit down, learn about your company powerfully. And generally we need about 3 calls with you and your team. Say, hey, we sit down, what really matters here? What are the goals? What are we going after? And then from there, I've been doing this so long, I know how to sit down and say, okay, here's the framework. Lori knows what's going to be available out there on Facebook or whatever ad network it is. Can we get clicks? Can we find that audience? And how can we do that powerfully and directly without months and weeks of feeling around in the dark, as it would be an amateur adventure, so to speak. Next thing, weekly touch points, right? While we're paying this company, this agency this much a month, what are we getting back in return? Are they sending us reports on the results that we're getting, right? Weekly reporting and touch points really matter. Are they accountable to that? Whatever agency, whatever expert you choose, whoever you hire, do you have the visibility you need to know, are we making money with this venture or not? Lori, before I wrap this one up, anything else you want to say to that?
I do, and I just want you to think about where you are currently right now, watching this video. You are running through one of our funnels. For some reason it identified you and you came through here and you are watching this video now. I always like to say this as a joke, but when you walk in to get your hair cut, I always tell somebody to look at the person who's about to cut your hair. If you don't like their hair, I guarantee you they're not going to cut your hair the way that you want it done. So, use this as an example as you are looking at our funnels of what we can do for you, and just, take the time to appreciate it and realize that it does work and it can work for your business.
Thanks, Lori. Guys, I'm going to slow down because I like to talk quickly to, we're all busy. We got a lot going on. The more we can learn and the more we can understand, the better decisions we can make for our business. But, this is how we are every day. You see us here on the screen on this backdrop. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes you'll see us here right like this. And really, it's about human-to-human connection. Your marketing must connect on a human level for somebody to want to pick up the phone and call you or to do business with you. People want to feel understood and heard. That's why we don't have a one-size-fits-all package. We've managed to get our program into 3 calls to launch, to really say, hey, let's create something powerful and impactful quickly. But beyond that, we just want to hear about your business. We want to learn about what you're up to. And I want you to look at your screen here. This is a diagram that we use in every project. And if you look on the left of the diagram, you'll see at the top, there's the check signer and decision maker. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. But over to the right of that, you see there's a marketing manager. And this is what we find. I look back and say, okay, we've dealt with hundreds of businesses at this point in our careers. And what are the projects that are successful? That means you and your business, you're about ready to do some marketing, engage in a campaign, hire somebody, whatever it is. What are the projects that are successful and actually make a result, and the ones that don't? If you look on the left, this is the anatomy of a team that can make good and powerful decisions quickly to get a campaign out there that'll work. Or the teams that say, well, I tried, or well, we should have, or well, we delayed. The team that makes excuses, the team that never gets that campaign out there, right? So these 3 roles, you got your check signer at the top, right? The decision maker, and this is really important. And then the marketing manager to the right. We typically interface with the marketing manager on a daily and weekly basis because the check signer, whoever's running the company, is generally a bit too busy. Now, an army of one, there are times where we're going to believe in your vision of your company and you're going to say, I'm a solopreneur, but I'm going to hire people and we're going to do this. We can do this with an army of one, right? We can, and I've done it before. But you have to fill all 3 of these roles equally to the point where you can then hire or scale out, whatever that is. So you've got the check signer and decision maker at the top. We've got the marketing manager that we generally interface with regularly, although we do have periodic meetings with the decision makers because that's important too, to go over the campaign strategies and review performance quarterly, things like that. And also at the bottom, depending on your business, we have the third role, which is whoever's operating the phone or the customer service interface. It can be online, it can be directly on the phone. And we always recommend businesses have somebody on the phone. In the last 10, 20 years, people said, oh, we got to automate everything, right? Oh, we can have a call center that goes to a robotic caller, right? Or we go to a messenger online and we don't have anybody on the phone. Well, that's not recommended in any business, in my opinion, and I've grown some businesses in my day. When we have these three people, somebody that can interface with people powerfully on the phone and really understand where the pain points are with your buyers, with your customers and your leads. We've got the marketing manager to help us create the data in the reports to make good data-driven decisions. And then finally, the check signer to sign off on that, right? The decision maker at the top that says, okay, yep, we'll do this, and we'll do that based on the data that us and the marketing manager has created. And then over there on the right, if you look at us on the right, the agency side, we take care of everything else, from the content creation, to the video creation, to the page builds. All of those things we handle. And as you grow, we also have teams around us that, digital marketing is a big world. If somebody tells you they're going to do all that, a jack of all trades, master of none digital marketer, we are specialists. I'm a copywriter. Laurie's a video editor and Facebook person. I generally manage projects. And then I rely on programmers. I rely on graphic designers. We have these people because we've done this for a long time. So we have a team of vetted experts that are ready to grow with you as you grow. So I put this map out there because it really will help you get clear on, okay, what does an effective process look like here towards a successful campaign? Anything to say to that, Laurie, before we wrap up today?
Yeah. If you are watching this and you don't have those identified people, don't be afraid, because we can also help you find them for your business and help place them, whether they work virtually or they work within your office. Don't be afraid or shy away from this. Also that we care about your business and we operate very high on integrity and morality and all of that we actually want to see you succeed and grow. And by doing this and putting the right people in place within your business, you can very much succeed.
Marketing does not have to be complicated, stressful, and full of guesswork. Yeah, there's a learning curve in the beginning, but when you've got good people around you that can guide you through and walk you through it, there's so many businesses out there trying to play the short game and make quick money. And quick money is great when you can do it legitimately and legally, of course. But to succeed in business, it takes some time to get this set up, and that's okay. What matters is you make a decision today. What are you going to do? Are you going to make a meaningful decision for your business, or do you put it off for another couple months? And, until you get out there and get on the horse and ride, nothing will happen. So we have another video below this where we walk through the PDF in detail. We also have an audio too. I want you to spend some time with it. If you're really thinking about this, if you're thinking that it's time for your business to engage in the next level of digital marketing, this will really explain to you about our process, why it works, and why a lot of the stuff that's out there isn't working. So I want you to check that out. Invest the time in this. It'll be some of the most concise, actionable information on digital marketing that you'll find anywhere online. Laurie, anything else before we sign off?
Are you ready to uncomplicate your funnel?
All right, see everybody.